yes.
Tell me about that. But
Yes.
let's go back to moving this baby now from like to a corner in the room,
That's
and then
correct,
now
yes.
moving them to a different
Yes,
room.
yes. So
How do do
you
that?
can introduce, if it's your firstborn, you can introduce a bunk bed, okay, in another room, and initially start them on the lower bunk bed, which is slightly wider, and then as they grow older, you always tell them, hey, when you reach 5, you'll be going up there, you'll be a superhero. So you're basically encouraging them to, feel like they're getting, more bigger, and that their sibling is still smaller, but I'm better and I can move on to the next stage. So you're preparing them. Obviously, you give them time because you also want to know that. And then as the second one is also coming along the way, then you can help them to sleep together in the same room. So that gives them that they're not alone as well. And then you could co-sleep slightly, but then don't encourage that too much. And then you can always then, once they're asleep, you go back to your room.
When you talk of slightly, at what age? I remember Mariam talking about her firstborn moving from her room at 5.
5,
How
yeah.
was that?
Yeah, so I think that's slightly on the longer side, yeah. Ideally, 2.5, 3 helps a lot, because then you want to create that independence. Remember, they're also transitioning to a school, or they're starting a school program, you see. And when they're in a school program, there's a lot of routines as well going on. They'll be napping in bed, in school, sorry, and then also when they come back home, they'll be napping, things like that. So that's a good time, around 2 to 3 years of age. But going up to 5 means that at some point we've not let them go. The transition is very important, so that, yes.
And then now to that stage where they're now independent, sort of like they can sleep in a different room.
Sure.
How do you monitor that now? Do you keep checking on them at night? Sometimes they wake up, oh, I have nightmares, I have what? How do you help them as a parent, like just to adjust to a different room?
Right. So if you're living in a upstairs, downstairs sort of a house, ensure that the door towards the downstairs is locked. That's very important because they'll be moving around, because they sometimes just want to know that you're there. Okay, and it's okay. That's actually normal. So you just have to, say, I'm still here, not to worry, and then take them back, stay with them for a little while, and then ensure that, they know that you're not going to be there for the longer time. Okay, so always have some sort of a plan that you have a bed next to their bed, for example, or a mattress that you can just pull under and sleep on, and once they're back to bed, you go back to your bed. That your presence won't be there permanently. Okay. When it comes to nightmares, it's normal. It's very normal, and that's usually around the second part of the sleep, towards like when they've gotten sort of their deep sleep. And sometimes when they have the nightmares, what's important is to ensure that you be there, okay, and be the comfort for them, and tell them that it's still okay, that it's just been a nightmare or a dream, okay, and that's not what happens in real time. And then how to stop them from feeling scared is by maybe having that blanket or teddy bear, maybe a dim light, okay, and sometimes they do some very interesting things in the West, is like having a monster spray. So you make a sort of a glitter spray or a monster spray, and then you just basically say, I'm spraying the monster away. And when they do that, they feel, oh, okay, we've had the monster spray out of, and the monster's gone away, and that's okay. But sometimes even labeling it and telling them, what did you see? Okay, just sort of getting into depth about what they're actually seeing. And then, so how to prevent nightmares is basically just avoiding screen time prior to sleep, especially like scary things, including your own documentaries, including wildlife documentaries. If they see like lions and attacking animals, I've had cases of that in the clinic where they're afraid of lions and such things. So sometimes just making them draw what they're scared of at night, really brings that out. But just avoiding watching or doing screen time prior to bedtime really helps them to sleep or settle down well.